still betray you, what do you do? There is one person that knows the story behind this journey. Donnie, be glad I did find you tonight. I have got to say I love my boys with every ounce of me. Everything I have done in this life as an adult has been for them, to have a better life than I've had growing up. Then you have this stuff pop up and throw a whole wrench in it. Why'd you kill your kids?
Your
kids,
your
everything,
you love them
man?
so much, right? You just can't be without them because you finna kill your man. There's some sick people in this world, man. We need some mental health officers instead of all these.
Right. Everybody needs therapy, man. Do not be afraid of therapy. I know us as a people, we've been known not to take therapy. You think church can solve all your problems, but I'm sorry, it just ain't like that. Some people need to be there because you might be diagnosed with something. You might be walking around and you're a real danger to yourself or others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there are people. How many people have we known that we thought was cool, and then the next thing you know, they done either killed themselves or some other people out of nowhere. Like, I was just with bro.
Yeah.
Like, man, bro was having issues. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm a strong believer that every person in the world got a disability. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just about us knowing what our disability is and knowing how to handle it, man. If you got PTSD or you bipolar and you're like, I ain't bipolar, I don't get like that, you just feeling the fire, man.
Right.
If you don't know what your issue is and how to deal with it as an adult, you failed yourself.
Yeah, man. That is, man. I'm trying to tell you, get help if you feel you need it. Do not be ashamed. Do not murder the family. Right.
There's so many other ways you could. I understand you're hurt, buddy. Don't kill the kids.
Right, man.
Like she over there sucking dick with the watch. I bore her. Everybody gotta die.
Right. I'm taking the kids out.
Right.
The dog. Where the dog at? Come here. Come here, Fluffy.
You saw this shit happening. You ain't barking at all.
Right. You supposed to bite a motherfucker when they came up in here.
You gotta go too.
Anybody ain't me, bite them. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, that stuff crazy, man. It all go back to what you were saying, though, man. People's definition of relationships, like people expecting all this and all that, and then they not dealing with their mental health. Right. It's just a ticking time bomb.
Right. Before something happens, you are right. Now, they said elderly man, 71-year-old Jethro DeVane, was forced out of his South Carolina home by police who were reportedly searching for 4 kids who allegedly broke into a car nearby. And so they searched his home and he's suing them. They came into his house at gunpoint and searched his home without explanation.
And that's gonna fall under qualified immunity.
Yeah.
We was breaking the law in the process of fighting the law. That's an excuse for everything.
They can do that. We was looking for somebody, so if we ran in the wrong house and tore it up and humiliated a 71-year-old man, so be it.
Sorry about your couch and all that, but
Wow.
It's out the budget. This shit's crazy, man.
And then this that just happened to a lady where they searched her naked.
Right.
And she's trying to sue him, and I'm like, they searched her naked?
Yeah. Male officers. And they could have been put some clothes on her. There was one officer that I seen in that footage that was like, what's wrong with y'all? Get some clothes for her. Let's get some clothes for her.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, that's why you can say there's no such thing as a good cop.
Right.
Because in that situation, the good cop voice don't mean nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? What is they gonna do? They have to sit there and look for somebody to report it to. And when they don't, they just as guilty.
Right. Yeah, when you stand by, because if I know somebody that's committing a crime and I don't say anything,
you accomplish.
Right. I'm going to jail too. So why doesn't that count for them?
Probably get the same time.
And look, check this out. In Southern California, Hospital workers are horrified after discovering a COVID patient violently beaten by another COVID patient in the coronavirus ward. The murder weapon, an oxygen tank.
Dang.
Beat the man to death with an oxygen tank, y'all.
Man.
I wonder what was going on, what happened, what did they was trying to watch the same TV. Let me see if they give.
Man, he must have been talking
details.
the slickest shit in the world.
Right.
Bro, you got one more time to change from Jerry Springer. I'm going to put this oxygen tank crush your head. What the hell?
Right, they say the motive for the attack is unclear. So, and then they talking about, oh, no, did you hear about this? Alleged white supremacist plot to attack U.S. power stations revealed.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, man, it's a problem. I don't know why aren't they labeled a problem?
Right.
No one sees it. I could go in the comment sections right now of this same story, and they'll be, well, the Democrats, and you just go here, keep hearing the Democrats and Obama. They still bringing up Obama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's Obama's fault that these white kids was going to attack the power grid in the name of white supremacy.
It's crazy, man, when you bring something up and the only defense is, well, look what you do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come
I hate
on.
those people.
Man.
Well, what about you?
Yeah.
Look what you did.
You remember like 2 years ago and this? Like, come on, man.
Right.
And real life ain't on the internet.
Right, in real life. That is, man, I don't, and these attacks, and what are they planning to achieve?
Right.
What was the power grid, bro? Don't you use the internet?
Man. And I just thought about that too, man. Like, if the internet went down for one day, this country would go crazy.
Yep.
This country would go nuts. Just one day. I've seen people go crazy because Facebook wasn't working for an hour.
I'm going to lose it. You know what I'm
Yeah, everything on there, your communications, everything. Like,
I might lose it a little bit, man.
and I could just picture, like, man, if power grid go out, like, what would you do? You know what I mean? You can't use your phone, probably. I don't know, but ain't no power. I would assume not.
Yeah, everybody is using these cell phones now. I mean, you only, if you can use it, but you only got so much, because if we can't charge them up.
But even if the tower ain't got no power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how that work neither.
You just
but
stuck, no communication. If you ain't had your cell phone, test yourself, man. Get you a plan together. What you gonna do when shit hit the fan and you ain't got your cell phone? You better keep a bat in a corner. You better keep an axe in the other corner.
Right.
You better get it together. You better prepare for worst case scenario, because one day it's gonna happen.
You know what I said? I wanted, and I was just, it's funny we talking about this now, as I said, I want a sat phone.
What phone?
A satellite phone.
Oh, okay.
We'll go straight to the, you know what I'm saying, satellite, bypass the towers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And if, I guess, if somebody else is on the line that I can reach them on, then I can talk to them, but at least I would be able to have a line,
Right.
you know, to the outside world.
Yeah.
So I had thought about that, because it's so much, and we so dependent on this technology to the point where I'm like, okay, if I want to call somebody, I don't even know their number.
Right.
I'm like lost. I can remember being downtown and booking, standing there looking like an idiot.
I know what nobody knows.
Right, because I'm like,
The only number I know is my mama's. And it's sad to say, probably the only reason I know her number by heart is because when I go to Walgreens, I make sure she get all the points. You know what I mean?
Right.
Other than that,
Right.
I mean, I ain't dialed a number in a while that ain't in the phone book.
And see, that's what I'm saying. We don't know how reliant we are, you know what I'm saying, until one of them situations to where we need to call somebody and you realize I have absolutely nobody's number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Phone dead and you stuck. You just stuck.
Right. I'm trying to find this mix. Now, here go another couple accused in the torture death of a 4-year-old girl. I don't know how these mamas stand by and watch the boyfriend do something to their child.
Yeah, right.
You got to be a real piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a real piece of shit. And that's why they have to charge him too. But I think they should let him spend some time. I'll be like, listen, to the baby mama, look here, I won't put no charges on you.
My bad.
If you go in the back room with me for 6 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I will not press any charges on you because I'm gonna wear your ass out in that room. I ain't talking about sexually neither. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the beating you deserve, the beating the baby might have got. You know what I'm saying? So here's this guy. Listen, a 4-year-old girl died after being dunked in an icy pond and beaten by 2 neighbors. They wasn't even 2 neighbors. Listen, this is gonna mess y'all up. 2 neighbors who claimed it was necessary to remove a demon. They was trying to remove a demon from this 4-year-old girl.
Dang. They snap.
And they're neighbors. The man is 35, the woman is 21. Based on what we know, this is the sheriff talking, y'all.
Man.
Based on what we know, I think this could be some kind of honest to goodness religious type episode. Honest to goodness, the sheriff said in a phone interview. The suspects and the victimized family belong to the same church, but Knox declined to name the church in this denomination. Deputies were called Sunday around 1 a.m. to the rural home in the town of Cold Camp and found the 4-year-old wrapped in a blanket on a bedroom floor. A probable cause statement from Sergeant Chris Wilson said the girl was already dead and had several purple bruising over her body along with ruptured blisters. Knox said the girl's parents had also been beaten along with a 2-year-old child. An infant son of the couple was apparently unharmed. The mother, this should be big news.
Yeah.
This is like some cult shit.
That's crazy.
They beat up the whole family and another a 2-year-old.
Dang. Who got the demons now?
This sound like some
Sound like the demons
shit.
came over.
Yeah, this is like some Charles, man. So much stuff. Y'all should be glad y'all tuned in to us because so much stuff goes, it just slips under. And I'm like, dog, this is some real life. And then the dude won't even mention, the police won't mention the church they belong to.
Right.
Why
He
not?
probably a member of them.
Yeah, and why not though?
He done been to the basement too. He know what's going on.
Oh
man, yeah, like you said, man. Most of these they not reporting on it, man. You watch NBC, ABC, Fox, and all that, you gonna get their agenda. You know what I mean? Here you gonna get the stuff swept up under the rug and real opinions on stuff that's going on today.
Right, and then he gave a statement. The killer, he told what happened. And he used a leather belt to beat her. They all took her. Wilson asked James Max how he could let people do this to his family, and he stated they were told his wife had a demon inside her, and her children would end up just like her if it was not taken. He let it happen.
And he let it happen.
He let it.
Man, sucker. Let it happen, man. You let somebody else come out from the outside into your house and tell you how things need to go in your crib.
But see, that's maybe how the cult went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is definitely a cult.
Yeah.
Whether they want to call it a church or whatever, they do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it be a cult.
Mm-hmm.
You let somebody else come in and tell you,
Yeah.
like I say, people choose when they want to believe this demon and all this other shit. Because right there, he want to believe that shit. But if